Sometimes what we hit up on as riders gets as much love as what we hit up. And to many in the world of graffiti, freight trains and freight yards are sacred. But as a fool growing up in San Francisco, I didn't get a lot of chances to be up on freight yards, to be around freight trains, or even see them running all that often. Most of what occupied my mental space in the city was what I saw on the streets and what I saw on buses. But when I was filming my last IRL Graff video, I saw something. And even though I was doing a video about a spot that was underneath the freeway, I had to pull over when I saw two legends running on a train. These legends are Ichabod and Zephyr. And while seeing Ichabod up in person was really dope, seeing Zephyr up on a train in 2025 was mind-blowing. I've been a fan of his work since I was a teenager, since I saw Style Wars for the first time, and I never thought I'd get a chance to see him running, ever. And the legendary Zephyr being up alongside the legendary Ichabod got me thinking about trains. Lightweight got me obsessed. And since filming that video, I've wanted to come back out here into Asheville and see some more. But without further ado, let's go see some freight cars. And while we saw some dope work on this train and we got pretty close to it, I know of a spot where potentially we can get even closer. So let's head over. I don't think it gets much more up close than this. I can reach out and touch this thing. And when you're passing by these things, you don't really get a sense of just how big a whole train car is. And when you see somebody hitting up a whole train car, man, it's a lot of paint, it's a lot of work. And shout out to Santi, this is a really, really, really dope piece. But like I said, without getting up close and personal, without getting a really close look at all the colors, even the little drips in the paint, you don't really get a chance to appreciate this. You don't really get a chance to just understand how much work went into this, how many layers of paint are on this thing until you're up close and personal with this train. And I don't know if that's the Ozzy that we all love, but shout out Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace to my boy Ozzy. Absolute legend. Got to see Ozzy perform with Black Sabbath back in 2001 in Mountain View. And man, just, if there ever was a rock star, if there was ever anybody, for good or bad, better or worse, that you can really just point your finger at and say that's a rock star, it'd be the homeboy Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace to him. And in looking to find a street level train that we could just literally reach out and touch, couldn't have done too much better than this. But the next spot that we're gonna go to, I don't think we're gonna be able to see stuff as up close and personal as right here. I could be wrong, but I believe this is our main train yard out here. I believe this is called the West Yard. I showed this yard, not necessarily in depth, in the first IRL Graff video that I did. There isn't really too many better places that you can come and see trains though. They definitely have cops here. I saw a cop car for the train line, just parked not all that far away. I gotta figure that if I start walking around inside this yard, they're not gonna be feeling me on it. I don't really expect them to be. But just from this vantage point, you can see just how much graff you're able to see in a train yard. Just seeing this green piece and just seeing what looks like a K on it, I thought that that was a Revoke piece. But it's done in that same kind of style that Revoke made very famous. There's a lot of writers from LA that I've seen using this kind of style, and man, that is not an easy style to emulate. So if you make something look dope like that, and once again, this is not a legal piece, you don't have all day to do this, you can get busted doing this at any time. And just a little bit of it that I can see here is really, really, really dope. Shout out to this fool Blur, or Blair. I don't know what these things are called. Like I said, I'm not a railhead, so a lot of the terminology is just stuff I'm not familiar with. But this fool's up on 3 of these right here. When I was doing the intro to this video, I said train yards are very sacred to a lot of people in Graff. And then coming to a spot like this, seeing all this art right here, I definitely get it. And I'm very blessed that Asheville has a very healthy scene. You got people like Corky running right there. You got Tried right there. You see them up multiple times a day, whether it's on streets or it's on trains. But for a lot of folks out there, all they have is trains. And in their mind, if they feel like those spaces need to be protected, that there's certain rules that need to be followed, there's just certain decorum that needs to be observed, I definitely get it. And hitting a yard like this might be the only spot that you get to go to where you can express yourself, and especially where you can see people up. I don't know if you guys can see it back there, but there's a DFW, THR, and there's a character. And I believe that was hit up by the late Buck 50. And rest in peace to Buck 50. Buck 50 is not a writer from out here in Nashville. Buck 50 was from back in the Bay Area. And on top of that, I haven't physically seen THR up that I've been conscious of in a very, very, very long time. And like I've said in previous videos, it's very special for me to come to a spot like this and not really expect to see anything and see something from back home. See something really dope, prestigious, just amazing from back home on top of it. So I hadn't even gotten out of the car yet, and somebody was pulling up this train right here. There was already a train here. Shout out to the good folks at 12 Bones. They do not know that I'm parking in their parking lot, but good looking out. That's what I'm doing as I catch sight of this train and the work on it. And monikers like this one that you see on that tank are graffiti in an earlier form. That's graffiti from another time. People started hitting those up in the late 1800s. And some fools would just hit up their straight up name, but a lot of people would hit up their nicknames, their moniker, the thing that they were known by outside of their usual name. And they wanted people to see that up. They needed to express themselves. And the same reasons why we do it, they did it. Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of patience, man, and things work out. Just being in the right place at the right time. There's really no other place I'd rather be right now than doing what I'm doing right here on this street. It's cold, it's like 45 degrees out here, but this makes it all worth it.